First of all, dollar index daily time frame, and it is up since last 2 weeks, and it is constantly going up, and it is big daily time frame. So if it is going up on daily time frame, then there should be big reason for dollar bullish. So as long as dollar index stay above 100.48, you can expect dollar bullish, and if 103.173 level breaks, then you can expect trend reversal, but breakout of this level will be most important for future dollar direction. If these two are your static support and resistance, then these two yellow trend line are your dynamic resistance. From Friday to Monday, you have very big news, and all of them will directly affect dollar price. And your two big news at end of this month, Jackson Hole and brics, will create big action in dollar index at end of the month. And your July FOMC meeting, there was no big change. It is same as your June FOMC meeting. So better you follow your June FOMC meeting trade setup and all that information. Your two rate hike. Now one is done, and September FOMC meeting is your next hike, and which depends on all of this news this week. So rate hike bullish for dollar, no hike bearish for dollar. Then Euro USD, it is down because dollar is up, and if it keeps going down, then this trend line will be your next big dynamic support level, and these horizontal support are your static support, but key thing will be this trend line. So from this top, since it is coming down with narrow correction, so on H1 and lower time frame you can sell, and right now it is testing this previous resistance as a support. So on H1, if this yellow horizontal support break, then next step will be retest of this trend line. Then GBPUSD, after successful retest of this 1.31 resistance, it is coming down, and next support is your horizontal level 1.26 and this trend line. So both are almost same place. For more clarity, better you focus on this horizontal support level 26,476. So these two currency, euro and GP, they trade against dollar. So if you know where Dixie is going, then you know where these two pair will go. Then AUD USD, it is still sideways, and after third retest of this white trend line, it is now coming down. But New Zealand dollar always have same price action with AUD USD, and this pair you have clear triple top, and this trend line tested 3 times. So if this is triangle chart pattern, then after retest of this lower trend line, it can go up again. So you can buy on H1 time frame with SL below this trend line, or if this trend line break, then sell retest and target new lower low, and this time 61% retracement at 59 level. So either buy retest of this trend line or sell retest if this lower trend line breaks. But since December, this pair is sideways, neither up and down, just sideways correction. And you saw this trend line, it did a fake breakout, but after coming down, it made a retest, then made new lower low. So you have one horizontal resistance and one clear trend line. For scalper, you have clear technical trade setup. Then USD CAD is going up from 311.26 level. If it keep going up, that's mean dollar bullish, then next step will be retest of this trend line. All of this news this week represent weak US economy. Then this will turn soft landing into recession. And when bad thing happen in global economy, this thing is bullish for dollar. So maybe you can say based on macro perspective, if those indicator goes up, then one more hike in September FOMC meeting, dollar bullish. If those indicator goes down, that's mean recession, dollar again bullish. So whether those indicator goes up and down, dollar will be bullish. But for trading dollar pair, be careful your brics meeting at end of this month. So till then we are short term bullish and it can retest this high and trend line both at the same time. That's mean your ABC flat correction. Then USDCHF, all key resistance below this support level explained in detail in last two videos. And this level 88, this is your first nearest resistance. If dollar goes up because of recession, and most of the recession you will see in 2024 next year, then your next big resistance is 98.52. In that condition, if this pair make inverted head and shoulder chart pattern, then that will be best buying trade setup. Then your silver daily time frame, last week again it tested lower boundary of this support zone. So this entire area is your strong support zone. And if you see lower time frame like H4, then from this bottom price has retraced 38%. That is lower boundary of your daily support zone. If it goes down again this week, and for that we need all of this job data strong. So in case of strong labor market, if it goes down, then 61% retracement 23-25 is your strong support level. That's mean ignoring 50% retracement level in the middle. And if all of these data represent weak labor market, then this can be your ABC flat correction. It will break out. It will first retest 25-26, then this top 26. So these two are your key resistance. And right now Bloomberg news is again bullish on silver. So for upcoming breaks, this level 24, then 23, 25, 25, 26 and 26. These are your key horizontal support and resistance. And now Bitcoin, since that BlackRock news, it first went up vertically, now it is sideways. Perfect example of buy the rumor, sell the news. So until next big news comes, it can stay sideways. And for Bitcoin trader, I think next big news is your BRICS meeting, not Jackson Hole. So you have to wait next 30 days. But central bank are not buying Bitcoin, they are buying gold. Individual investor can buy Bitcoin, and since this bottom, gold and Bitcoin are going in opposite direction. So when they buy gold, they sell Bitcoin, and when they buy Bitcoin, they sell gold. At the bottom, they dumped Bitcoin, bought gold. November last year 1620 level. This year on that BlackRock news rumor, they bought Bitcoin and dumped gold at 2050 level. So that was the biggest reason gold collapsed below 1935. And if Bitcoin stay below $31,000 level, then your next big support will be 25,000. And this is your new rule, gold and Bitcoin going in opposite direction. This does not happen candle by candle, but this is same like your dollar. On major market turn, both goes in opposite direction. So this is happening right now. Investors are shifting from gold to Bitcoin, and when this will end, then they will talk about clearly in news. And why investors are doing opposite thing with gold and Bitcoin, this thing will be clear on BRICS meeting, but you have to wait for next 30 days. And Biden is doing everything he can. He is releasing SPR, but despite his SPR strategy, if 82 level breaks, then 93 level is next, and this will immediately change market sentiment, and nobody will wait for CPI number. And your natural gas, it made triple bottom at 2.1 horizontal support. Last time it was testing upper trend line and explained you about possibility of fake triangle chart pattern, and this happened at the bottom many times. Now it has break out this upper white trend line, and it has retested after breakout. So this possibility was explained in last video. If price stay above this trend line, because breakout, retest, both two stages are complete, and you have one more blue trend line, and this has been tested 4 times. So you can buy natural gas on H1 or 15-minute time frame. That's mean retest of this blue trend line. But upside target will be 3.4, 3.5 horizontal resistance. Now USD JPY daily time frame in last, and price is still trading inside this parallel chart pattern. and lower trend line has been tested 4 times, and this horizontal support is again tested 2 times after breakout. So if this pair goes up, then next target will be retest of this upper trend line, but bearish on this pair below 137 level. And Bank of Japan had not said directly that they will hike interest rate, but they are giving small clear signal with their yield curve control. So rate hike is coming from Bank of Japan maybe first quarter next year. So for beginner trader, this 137 key support and these two 144 and 151, these are key resistance. On this level you can sell or below 137, and this can be your sideways correction, and if it is a correction then wait for chart pattern to complete. Then GBP JPY, until we get clarity from BRICS meeting that all dollar reserve currency system will change or not, we are bullish on dollar because of upcoming recession. So price action of JPY can be complicated because both currency become strong at the same time. Where this pair will go? So if this price, if GBP JPY goes back below 79,920, then this pair can be bearish and it can return back to 172 support level, because in future, and you will see in fourth quarter this year, GBP will do rate cut and JPY will do rate hike. So in that condition, compared to USD JPY, this pair will give you a nice price action. These three pair, USD JPY and GBP JPY, and third and last is your CAD JPY. These are most popular JPY pair. So this can be your triple top if price stay below that level, but right now it is making double bottom near 104 level. So if BOJ give hawkish signal once again, then your next support can be 101. But in case of resistance, this area is your key horizontal resistance zone. And right now price is making strong support at 105 level. So technical are still bullish for JPY pair, but future macro trend is bearish. And your oil 82 resistance level, and this was the biggest secret you missed in entire July month. So soft landing is bullish for oil, and now enjoy higher oil price, and deep recession is bearish for oil. And your SP 500, there is no big change, it is still testing upper trend line of this parallel channel. So if it comes down, then first target will be retest of lower white trend line, and this action completely depends on real yield. If CPI goes up and rate stay at 550, then real yield will automatically decrease. This is like secret rate cut, which is invisible, you are not seeing, but it is happening. And long term, what 5.50% interest rate will do to this global stock market will soon be clear. Maybe aliens know what will happen. And NASDAQ follow correlation. It is sideways, but main thing I will say for NASDAQ trader, watch carefully Nvidia stock.
Somewhere much deeper. Anxiety filling up every space, no privacy.